The year is 2025, Donald Trump is back in the White House. He promised to drain the swamp in his first term. Now he has a new tool to do it. Elon Musk. Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has never been afraid of a challenge. He has revolutionized the car industry and set his sights on Mars. But his newest venture is perhaps his most ambitious yet, reshaping the federal government. Trump has given Musk a free hand to shake up the bureaucracy. He has appointed Musk the head of a new agency, the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE for short. DOGE's mission is simple: make the government leaner, meaner, and more like a Silicon Valley startup. But Musk's methods are anything but conventional. DOGE was formed with lightning speed, a testament to Trump's desire for immediate action, and Musk's own fast-paced style. It bypassed the usual bureaucratic hurdles, operating with a sense of urgency and purpose. However, there was a catch. DOGE was established as a temporary entity, a rapid response team designed to identify inefficiencies and propose solutions. Its lack of permanent status would become a point of contention. Critics argued that this temporary designation granted DOGE unchecked power, bypassing the checks and balances inherent in established government agencies. They questioned the wisdom of handing so much control to a single, unelected individual. Despite these concerns, DOGE, fueled by Musk's relentless drive and Trump's unwavering support, began to flex its muscles, sending shockwaves through the federal bureaucracy. One of DOGE's first targets was the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID. Musk saw the agency as bloated and inefficient. He demanded access to USAID's data and financial records, determined to expose what he believed to be wasteful spending. When USAID officials pushed back, citing security concerns and established protocols, Musk went on the offensive. He publicly accused the agency of hiding something and threatened to shut it down. True to his word, Musk, with Trump's backing, essentially froze USAID's operations. Staff were placed on administrative leave and projects around the world were put on hold. The message was clear: no one was safe from DOGE's scrutiny. USAID was just the beginning. DOGE quickly set its sights on other agencies, including the U.S. Digital Service, the Office of Personnel Management, and the Department of Education. A climate of fear and uncertainty descended upon the federal workforce. Musk's tactics in restructuring the government mirrored his approach to business: swift, decisive, and often ruthless. His methods were not just about making changes, but about making them quickly, and with a sense of urgency that left little room for opposition. He employed strategies reminiscent of his Twitter takeover, using a combination of public pressure, financial leverage, and technological prowess. Musk's ability to harness the power of social media to sway public opinion and apply pressure on key decision-makers was unparalleled. One of his most controversial tactics was the use of mass buyout offers. These offers were not just financial incentives but strategic moves to reshape the workforce according to his vision. These offers, often delivered via email with the subject line "fork in the road," presented federal employees with a stark choice: accept a severance package or face potential termination. The emails were designed to create a sense of urgency and inevitability. This approach, while effective in reducing the federal workforce, was criticized for its lack of transparency and disregard for due process. Critics argued that it undermined the principles of fair treatment and job security. Many employees felt pressured to accept buyouts, fearing for their livelihoods and unsure of their rights. The atmosphere of uncertainty and fear was palpable, affecting morale and productivity. Musk's digital playbook extended beyond personnel decisions. He saw technology as a key driver of efficiency and innovation. He recognized the power of technology to streamline operations and increase efficiency. His vision included the integration of advanced systems to replace outdated processes. Under his direction, DOGE began implementing sweeping changes to government IT systems, often bypassing traditional procurement processes and raising concerns about transparency and accountability. These changes were aimed at creating a more agile and responsive government infrastructure. Section 5. Echoes of Project 2025. Musk's actions at DOGE appeared to align with a controversial plan known as Project 2025. This plan was not just a fleeting idea, but a well-thought-out strategy that had been in the works for years. Developed by conservative think tanks, Project 2025 advocated for drastic cuts to the civil service, and a significant reduction in the size and scope of the federal government. The plan aimed to reshape the very structure of governance in the United States. Trump's appointment of Russell Vought, a key figure in Project 2025, to lead the Office of Management and Budget, raised further concerns. Vaught's influence was seen as pivotal in pushing forward the agenda of Project 2025. Vought was a vocal critic of the federal bureaucracy, arguing that it was too large, too powerful, and unaccountable to the American people. His speeches often highlighted the inefficiencies and the need for a leaner government. With Vought at OMB and Musk leading DOGE, the stage was set for a major confrontation between the White House and the federal workforce. The tension was palpable, and the stakes were incredibly high. The lines were drawn, and the battle for the soul of the government had begun. Both sides were gearing up for what promised to be a historic clash. Critics argued that Project 2025, and by extension DOGE's actions, represented an ideological attack on the very foundations of the civil service. They saw it as an attempt to dismantle the established order. They warned of the dangers of politicizing essential government functions and undermining the expertise and experience of career public servants. The future of the federal workforce hung in the balance, as the nation watched closely. Section 6, USDS under new management. The U.S. Digital Service, once hailed as a beacon of innovation within government, found itself directly in DOGE's crosshairs. This agency, known for its efforts to modernize and streamline government technology, was about to undergo a seismic shift. Elon Musk, the maverick entrepreneur, saw the agency, tasked with modernizing government technology, as a prime target for his brand of disruption. His vision was clear: to revolutionize the way government interacts with technology. In a move that sent shockwaves through the tech community, Musk announced the renaming of USDS to the United States DOGE Service. This rebranding was more than just a name change. It signaled a new era of tech-driven governance. This symbolic gesture underscored his intention to exert control over the agency and its mission. Musk's approach was bold and unorthodox, aiming to push boundaries and challenge the status quo. Under Musk's leadership, USDS underwent a radical transformation. The agency's culture shifted dramatically, embracing a startup mentality within the confines of government operations. Long-term projects were scrapped in favor of short-term high-impact initiatives. The focus was now on rapid results and immediate impact, a stark contrast to the previous long-term planning. Agile methodologies already embraced by USDS were taken to new extremes, with rapid prototyping and deployment becoming the norm. Teams were encouraged to innovate quickly and adapt on the fly. Musk's takeover of USDS gave DOGE direct access to the technological infrastructure of numerous government agencies. This integration promised to streamline operations and enhance efficiency across the board. However, this access, while potentially beneficial for streamlining operations, raised serious concerns about data security, privacy, and the potential for abuse. The tech community and privacy advocates watched closely, wary of the implications of such unprecedented control. Section 7, a data goldmine. As Musk's influence over USDS grew, so did his access to an unprecedented amount of data. The integration of DOGE into government systems meant that information from various agencies was now at Musk's fingertips. This vast reservoir of data was seen by many as a goldmine, offering insights and opportunities that were previously unimaginable. However, the concentration of such power in the hands of one individual sparked intense debate and scrutiny. Critics argued that this level of access could lead to significant breaches of privacy and misuse of information. The ethical implications of Musk's data control became a focal point of public discourse, with many questioning the safeguards in place to protect sensitive information. Section 8, the money stops here. The financial ramifications of Musk's takeover were felt almost immediately. Funding for traditional government technology projects was redirected towards initiatives aligned with Musk's vision. This shift in financial priorities led to a significant reallocation of resources. Many long-standing projects saw their budgets slashed or eliminated entirely. Instead, funds were funneled into new, high-risk ventures that promised quick returns, but carried substantial uncertainties. The financial upheaval also led to tensions within government agencies, as departments struggled to adapt to the new funding landscape. The reallocation of resources created winners and losers, with some projects flourishing under the new regime while others were left to wither. Section 9. The backlash begins. As the changes implemented by Musk began to take effect, resistance started to build. Government employees, tech experts, and privacy advocates voiced their concerns about the direction USDS was taking. Protests and public outcry became more frequent, with many demanding a return to the agency's original mission. The debate over the future of USDS intensified, pitting Musk's supporters against those who feared the implications of his control. The backlash reached a tipping point as lawmakers and regulators began to take notice. Calls for investigations and oversight grew louder, signaling a potential showdown between Musk and the government.